Hello, all of my gardening friends. Welcome back to another video. I appreciate you all for showing back up to meet me inside of my new garden. In today's video, I want to talk about pineapples, okay? Pineapples. I want to be able to show you all some pineapples that I bought from the store, pineapple plants that I want to start, and I have a kitchen scrap pineapple that I already tried to grow, but it's making me a little nervous. I went to the store today. They had pineapples on clearance, okay? This is a pineapple that I bought today, which is a white jade pineapple. They had pineapples on clearance today. They were $8. I grabbed them. So they had two different varieties. I had a white jade pineapple, and I also have a Mila pineapple, okay? A Mila pineapple. I'm not sure at all how they taste. I don't know. I just know that this white jade is a white pineapple. So I'm just thinking it's not the yellow ones in the inside. I'm not sure what kind of yellow ones is. If you ask me what kind of pineapple is in the world, I'm going to tell you Dole, because that's all I know of to be a pineapple, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get these two planted today. And once we get these planted, I'm going to go ahead and show you the process that we need to take with our other one and my user error that I done, okay? So we'll go ahead and start with this white jade pineapple and we'll get it going. So what I did was I pre-filled some I think they 2-gallon buckets, right? I got right from Menards, as you can tell. And of course, they already had the holes pre-drilled in them. Y'all know that. Anytime we using buckets, we pre-drill our holes, okay? So let me get all of my things together, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with this Mila pineapple and put them in. Never heard of this name brand, but I think it'll be fine. So I already pre-filled these buckets with soil, and I pre-filled it with my homemade soil that we made some like 2 days ago, which all I used was some cocoa coir, vermiculite, perlite, and black cow. That's all in here, okay? And it's just a homemade soil that I did for these, okay? So they saying these are tropical plants, and that's fine. It's so warm outside. I think they'll do just fine outside right now, okay? And of course, me can't never get it in here perfect. I be wanting them to sit upright. So I got this in here. Pineapples is a amazing summer fruit that you can snack on. I do it all the time. I love pineapples. I buy a lot of them. And not so many fresh ones. Because sometimes when I eat fresh ones, they just eat my mouth up. It kind of give you canker sores, okay? So we went on ahead and got this done. We'll be doing some, keeping this kind of, it won't sun, full sun. And I'm going to give it that. But for the most part, I'm going to keep it up here at the top of this hill. And the reason that I'm even up here planting today, because we've been working on the other garden because the sun has really scorched some things. We still got things that's alive, but it definitely has done its part. And by the way, I'm in zone 7A. Somebody said it would be good if I start my videos off telling them what zone I'm in so they can compare the zones, okay? So I apologize for that. I'm in zone A, okay? Midwest, the Midwest, okay? So we having hot days here. Very hot days. So we got this all planted in here. And this one is the Mila. And so with this one, it's already pretty and growing. They had a couple of these left. I don't know how it's going to do. I pray God bless it. Okay. So This other one that I have is this white jade. If you notice, the leaves are different, okay? So you already know they two different varieties, but the leaves are kind of totally different to me. This has got this greenish, reddish, and these are kind of really green, okay? So let's go ahead and we'll get this white jade put in. Now they say that this one is very sweet. They say this one is very sweet. And with this one, they actually said that it should be grown in the indoors. But when I looked it up and tried to talk to my friend Google, Google told me that it can be outside. When the weather changes, it needs to come in the house, okay? So it'll become a house plant. And probably, to me, what makes sense is both of them, because I can just tell both of them are tropical plants, okay? So in the midst of me doing that, so I don't forget that this is the white jade. I'm going to take his tag off. Yes, I will. And I'm going to connect it right on to this bucket, because they just slide in. I like that. It's a plastic little tie. And I'll hang that on there just as I did that one, okay? So I'll go ahead and get this one filled up also with that, maybe I'll take some out for this homemade mix. And it feels good, very light and fluffy. It feels really good. And it looks rich, okay? You know, that black cow in there, that compost. So I'm really thinking about to start just doing my own. You know, I would love to try some other soils that may be good soils. We'll see. Maybe they might want to send me some out. I don't know. And let me try some other things. Even with the compost, I do want to try some other ones sometimes, because even if you can find something that works that may be cheaper, hey, I'm going to go with it. Because I ain't the name brand girl. I don't care nothing about that. We can figure something out on that one, okay? So let me grab my other bucket that I'm also going to grow some stuff with. This soil. And this a 3.5 bucket and a half-gallon bucket. And I like this. As you can see, a 2.5. I never saw that at the other stores. When I go to big box stores, I just usually see 5-gallon, or I'll see the 2-gallon. Well, they had a 3.5-gallon at this store. And I was excited when I saw it, because I'm like, okay, I can try something different. Sometimes I be feeling like I need just a little more room in certain things, okay? So let's get this pushed down in there. I'm telling y'all, if I figure out how to grow my own, pineapples, hey, you talking about figuring out how you grow your own peppers, pineapples, watermelons, strawberries, sweet corn. I got celery going. I got grapevines going. I got sweet potatoes going, regular potatoes going, and cantaloupe too. That cantaloupe come up. And my cucumbers. And I got lettuce going right now, y'all. And what I'm going to be running back to the store for, I need to be totally away from the chips and stuff. I don't do that stuff like I used to, no way. The chips and all of that stuff. We working with something. That sound almost like building a bank account to me. Yeah, I'm just being honest. I'm just talking about how it sound to me. And I ain't nobody. But I'm just saying what it is to me. You know, like they say about beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Same way. If I get to having me a lot of different fruits and variety of food going on, I'm going to feel wealthy. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. These folks want you to think that it's all about paper money with these dead presidents on there. It ain't. I'm telling you, you learn who God is, he bigger than that. I told y'all that before. He bigger than that. It don't take him money to bless you. Start growing your own food. You wouldn't have to make sure you hit the man's clock so you can have grocery money. Okay, now that right there, that's worth keeping in your memory. That's worth it. I'm telling y'all, we better get on it. And I'ma say, I when you all be in my comments telling me what you all growing, it's so encouraging. It makes me keep going. It makes me keep going. My neighbor told me, one of my neighbors on the other side, um, it's addictive, gardening. Don't get carried away. And I understand what he was saying, and he was saying it in good taste. But what I'm saying is, some of us, we get to them grocery stores and you loading up. You overdoing that all the time. We overdo it all the time. I'm talking about me. I had to try to come up with a plan that I heard somebody say. I said, I might have to start trying to do that. They said all the healthy food is on the outskirt of the grocery stores. And when you go in, they're going to have all your produce, then your milk, your eggs, all of that, all your veggies, all that's on the outside. But when you get to going down the middle aisles and you seeing your chips and all of your pastas, and that's when we go wrong. We been to went left. I'm just telling the truth. When you get in the middle of them aisles at the grocery store, that's when we playing with our health. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. He said, stay on the outside. Get over there where your fruits and vegetables, you can get over there where your fish and meat and stuff like that is. And then you get on around to your eggs and your milk and get your tail to that line. Instead of all down the middle aisles. I know if y'all anything like me, I'm trying to do better. I try not to comb those middle aisles because, baby, I used to comb the middle aisles. Then my husband used to have fun going to Walmart in the middle of the night. We used to be there. You could catch us there at 12 o'clock at night. That's when they used to stay open. Thank God for COVID. It delivered us from a whole lot of things, okay? Delivered us from a whole lot of things. They told you to get out the stores, you need masks on. They ain't say nothing but a word. I did. We came home. We came home. We wasn't all out no more, you know? So I never really been a person that I'm always out and about. It's just rare that people gonna run into me. Some of y'all gonna run into me. He had somebody run into him. They knew he was Mr. Kindergartner at the store. Just running through. Because we regular old people. We nobody. We nobody. We just God's children, okay? We God's children. Ain't no big eyes or no little U's to us, okay? So we have both of those planted, our Jade and our Milos, okay? So this right here is one I want to show y'all. So this was one that I actually had that was inside of the house that was a kitchen scrap. We ate this pineapple. Yes, we did, and enjoyed it, okay? Somebody told me, you want to know if you got a good pineapple? Flip it over, smell the bottom of the pineapple. If it smells sweet, that's a good one. This one was sweet, okay? So I most definitely wanted to grow it. So, user error. I took this and put it just right in dirt. I peeled off a few of the bottom part of this stem and just stuck it in dirt. That's what I did, okay? And was hoping to see it grow. I have seen a lot of these leaves just start to dry out on here, okay? I don't like that. So I'm wondering if I did something wrong, okay? This is why I say user error. So what they say is, let me grab my other one. This particular one, what they say, cut it off up at the top, okay? And when you peel back some of this peeling, and I'll do it today, you're going to peel back some of this, okay? And when you peel back, you'll kind of see a few things that's gonna be going on up under there, okay? It's almost like, I guess maybe I can say, I don't want to say seed, but I'll say like a root where you could start seeing like the roots when you get down in there. But you see how I'm peeling back and I'm kind of getting to the core of it? This is what you do when you get it cut off. And I'm going to do that. Y'all might not see the whole process, but I am going to do that. And when you cut this off, you stick it in water, okay? That's what you do. Cut that off, peel back some of this till you get down to that core part. And you're going to stick this head of this pineapple in a thing of water. Put it in your window or whatever, and you let it start growing roots. They say about a good 2 weeks, you should see roots hanging from it. Then that's when you should put it in the dirt. I didn't do that, okay? So I'm wondering if this is why I'm having this problem. So I like to be able to, for my own self, and to show y'all how we do it from seed, from the beginning, from kitchen scraps, to also buying seedlings. These ain't seedlings, these was plants, or, you know, if you know what I'm saying. When you get your vegetables, that's our seedlings. So I like to try things in different ways. I did it with some of my peppers. Some of my peppers, I can't even remember which ones is which, but I did grow my own yellow, orange, and little red bell peppers, okay? I grew them in the house. I showed y'all that in the video, and I planted them, okay? But I also bought seedlings, and I started them, okay? So I didn't want to feel like a cheater, even though some y'all told me in the comments, you're not cheating. I do it all the time. I buy seedlings, and that's fine. But again, we want to know how to grow things from scraps and seeds, because if all of us start running back to the garden, the price of the seeds, if you will let me call them the seed handlers, they're going to be selling it to you. They'll be dishing it out to us. And they're going to dish it out with a big price on it, okay? So we got to be wise in that. So let's just learn how to do things several ways, okay? So I'm going to go in the house and I'm going to go ahead and cut this. You all won't see me do all of that part, but I will show you me putting it in water, okay? So before I do that, I had bought a stack of, and this is petty, it ain't nothing big, but I did. I bought these from Temu. I think I paid like $2. When I tell you it came with probably about 30 to 40 different ones of these little tomatoes and celery. You know, they got all kinds. Beets. I will be growing beets. Can't wait to start on my beets. That's probably one of our most important as black people that we probably need to be growing is beets. I know everybody ain't dealt with high blood pressure, but I know it's a many that deal with high blood pressure. We want to be able to have them beets, okay? So these are just some of my little things that I got from Temu. I just want to let you all know, for some of y'all that's growing stuff and just like to decorate, because sometimes it just helped me when I'm out here doing stuff and my mind is going. I just like to do it. So I got a celery plant, and I'm just going to stick one in there. I just thought it'd be cute, okay? And I'll have a tomato plant later on today. This particular one don't have a tag. I'll just stick that in there until I know that that is a pepper plant, okay? So, and I also have a sweet potato going. Now I'll just put this right over here, okay? I think it's cute. What y'all think? Because I definitely think it's cute, okay? The celery one, it's pretty. I like it. I'll go ahead and get that cut off so you all can see how I just kind of put it in water, and so I can let that sit, okay? Let me grab that. Okay. If you need to go. Oh, and now I put that in and then I end the video. I'm gonna go and cut it. Okay, so I went in the house and I actually cut my pineapple, okay? So I peeled back layers like I told you all to kind of get down to this part, okay? To get down to that part. And what I personally wanted to do is, you know, this is my first time, other than my other one that I'm trying. I went and got me a glass of rainwater. Okay, I went and got a glass of rainwater from out of our rain barrel thing. I'm just gonna put it in there, just like that. And as y'all can see, this is my little pineapple spurs jar. And so I personally think it look cute. So this will become a house plant. Okay, we'll put this in the house right by the window and see if I can get me some roots off of there. And when I get them roots off of there, then I most definitely will be planting that, and so I can get that inside of the garden, okay? So that's a house plant now. So for now, what I'm gonna do is go ahead so we can get ready and end this video. Maybe I'll get some help to get my other plant, please, sir. And we'll go ahead and put these down on this end. We building ends. We building, I don't be knowing where. You might come back and it might not be here. But for now, I'm just gonna set them down there. I know I gotta get sun. I wanna definitely see it, maybe if they need a companion plant, okay? So the last thing that I'm gonna tell y'all about is, you all was telling me about the compost tea. Now we have a compost bin. We ain't skilled in it. But this is some kitchen scraps, some watermelon rinds. I got some eggs in here and different little things, okay? So I don't want to put it in my compost bin. So I heard some of y'all talking about you make compost tea, okay? So what I'm gonna do is fill this up with water. I'm gonna put a lid on it and I'm just gonna leave it outside. It got tomatoes in here. I got a couple of little scraps from the greens in here, a couple of little scraps from the pineapples, jalapenos in here. Tell me if I'm doing this right. So I'm not gonna pour this on my food until you all put it in the comments if this is right and if I can even put a little more in here, okay, of something. Okay, so from my understanding, I'm just putting water in here, putting the top on it, leave it outside till it starts to decay and go bad, and it becomes a compost tea fertilizer, okay? So I noticed y'all was telling me that. I want to try that out. I told y'all I wanted to try it out. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that in a moment. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video, okay? Remember, I am the kindergartner. I'm here to learn from you and to repeat some of the things that I have learned, not only about the garden, but also in life. I'm just being honest with you, okay? All I'm asking is that you all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not asking for anything else, okay? And tips on how we grow these different things. I appreciate you all so much for being here. Don't forget to hit that bell, and I'm going to see you guys on my next video, okay?